The clock is ticking for homicide squad investigators and detectives to try and track down this suspected gunman who remains on the loose this morning. It all comes more than 24 hours after two people were found dead in a property in Rye with gunshot wounds. That's on the Mornington Peninsula in a very quiet area. But we know that one of those people who died was a 29-year-old man. He was known to police and he was living at the address on Parsons Street at the time. The other person who died was a woman, but she's yet to be formally identified at this stage. Now, it is still very early on in the investigations, we've heard, but we understand the sort of events that unfolded. What happened was the woman and the suspected gunman entered the property on Parsons Street. There was some sort of altercation, there were some gunshots that were fired, and then ultimately the gunman fled the scene and drove off. By the time 000 was called and emergency services arrived at the address, they were unable to revive the pair. Police say that the shooting was in fact targeted though, and they say that there could be one or more firearms still outstanding in the community.
And what has been the reaction in the community?
Well, look, Gemma, it's a very small and quiet neighbourhood there. Understandably, they're very shocked to have learned about this double shooting. Residents yesterday spoke to the ABC and told us that it's very uncharacteristic for something like this to have played out on the small beachside town. It's also just weeks away before the summer holidays begin, where people will flock down to that area. So police are using all their resources to urgently try and apprehend this gunman. They say, though, that there's no danger to the public because all of those parties involved in the shooting were known to each other. So they're not worried about the public being in danger at this point. In terms of the investigation, though, they're looking down multiple avenues to try and figure out why this all happened. They say that drugs is also an avenue that they'll be exploring to see if that has any involvement in the situation. But for now, police are appealing for the public support to help them and try and track down this gunman and identify the woman as well. They're hoping for any dash cam footage, CCTV, or any witnesses who might have been in the Rye area around 4 o'clock yesterday morning so that they can try and get some answers in this extremely complex investigation.